This is a bit of a continuation of yesterday's troubleshooting video. So yesterday I was talking about how when I replaced the alternator, I went from getting about 0.38 of voltage drop going from the alternator back to the battery prior to replacing it, and then after I replaced it, the voltage drop was down to 0.24, which is not bad but not great. Ideally you want less than 0.2, because the more voltage drop you have, the less charge ends up in the battery. So of the charge that the alternator is putting out, the battery doesn't get as much if there's more voltage drop happening. So yesterday with the brand new alternator, voltage drop was reasonable but not great. Today, just to double check everything, I tested everything again this morning, and the voltage drop had increased. So it went from being 2.42 yesterday to being 0.35, 0.36 thereabouts, which is not good. It was getting closer to that 0.38 that I was seeing previously before putting in the new alternator. So because of this, I contacted Zamboni. I already knew that they were going to be in Sundre today. Since Noel was working on a fire truck, he wasn't available to help. And they came, and the two of us worked through finding the place where the voltage drop was happening. And what we found was the majority of the voltage drop was between where the wire connects on the back of the alternator, that wire going from there to the fuse box here, and then also coming out of the fuse box as well. So after that point, it wasn't there wasn't much. So what we did is we replaced the wire that goes from here to there, and then we also removed the fuse and bypassed this fuse box and put in an inline fuse. So now let's see. You can see this red wire here. This is the new wire that replaced the old one. And over here, this is the new inline fuse holder. So previously the fuse was wired through here with the rest of the fuses, and in order to get rid of that voltage drop, we've put in an inline fuse holder. So it's still the same type of fuse, just like the rest of our fuses, but it's in this inline fuse holder under this cap here. So now that this inline fuse has been put in place, there's much less voltage drop happening, and we're in a much better place than we were yesterday. So just to test it out and show you where it's at, I'm going to turn the engine on. So there you could see that we had 0.19 for the voltage drop. So, you know, we're just under 2. We really only dropped it by 0.05, which, I mean, it's not huge, but it's enough to potentially make a difference in how much charge goes to the battery and how that affects the alternator. So hopefully that resolves the issue completely, but please keep an eye on it and let us know if there's any other issues. Okay, that's it.